Hey, you guys, welcome back to the Lux Life podcast. I'm so excited about today's guest. One, because she's from my hometown, and two, just because she's just out here killing it in the world. I have Millicent, aka Millichun, on social media. Thanks so much for tuning in, coming on, actually, Millicent.
Thank you. I am so happy to be here. I appreciate you for asking me. Thank you for even asking me to come on here.
Of
I've been
course.
talking to so many people, so this is so cool.
I know. So we're going to give some people some time to get on
Okay.
and make sure you guys share this live stream, leave your comments. She's going to answer all of your questions if you have them. So let's go.
Welcome to the Lux Life podcast, where our goal is to enhance the mental, physical, and spiritual luxuries in life. Make your life luxurious through knowledge, coaching, training, and technique. Visit us online at soulluxlife.com. Here's your host, Crispin J. Watson.
Yes, so we're back. So for those that may have missed it, this is Millicent, and I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about herself because nobody can introduce you better than you.
Oh my gosh. Okay. My name is Millicent Stoglin. I write under Millicent Baker, and that is my maiden name. I am Millichun out here in these social media streets. And I'm from Mississippi, and Crispin and I are from the same place. Her mother and father were our teachers, so this is amazing. And I'm a mother. I have a 15-year-old daughter. Her name is Lillian. Hello, Lillian, if you're looking. And I don't know, I live in Texas. I travel for work, and I write, and I've really gotten into writing, and I love blogging and everything that I'm doing. I absolutely love it. So I found my lane and I'm in it, and I have a lot of things coming up. So we can talk about all that.
Yes, let's talk about it. So you just published your first book not too
Yes.
long ago. It is right here, A Rose in the
Yes.
Wind. And you guys, y'all know I don't lie to you. It's a really good book. It's such an easy read. And for me, a book has to be good for me to get through. Like if the first 2-3 pages not good, I'm sorry, like I won't finish it. But I was literally like just one day laying in bed and I read through the whole book. It's really good. So do you want to tell us a little bit about it? Kind of what was the inspiration behind it?
Well, the book is, I have written another book, and I actually have it and holding on to it because I found it. Um, it helped me when I was going through my divorce. So, but I still have it. So I don't know. I had been talking about it, and I would just start out making a paragraph, and I would let someone read it. Like, what do you think? Would you like to read more of this? Like, yeah. So one day I was just sitting down, and I just started typing, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, this has some legs. Let me see what else I could do with it. And in like 25 days, I was done. So I liked it. And when you said put it down, like I think I went back and wrote the first two paragraphs. Like it took me 2 days to get through those paragraphs because I wanted it to be like that. I wanted it to be very interesting.
Mhm.
So that's how that came about. But as far as like the TikTok and all that, my daughter and my friend Rhonda, Lillian and Rhonda, I made a TikTok with my niece Morgan and my daughter Lillian, and I was like, this is so crazy. And she would just show me TikToks. And my friend and I would watch like Funky Dineva on YouTube for his reviews, and he is like my go-to. And I was like, I can do this. So I just started doing it. That's how it went.
Yeah, for those that are watching, I just added her TikTok name right there under her photo. So definitely check her out on TikTok. She is so funny. She is like a celebrity blogger. She blogs about like celebrity news and tea and gossip, the stuff we all like to hear. And what's funny to me is like you have these celebrities blocking you on Instagram.
Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. It's Millichun 08 on TikTok. That's my main one.
Well, let me
because that's the one I'm using right now. So it's only 10. But yes, I was I was shocked. Like I was on my way to Chicago for my birthday, and Ariane Curry is like, I'm not gonna say she's really big for me, but she's really big for me. Like, and I call her Big Ari, and that has really caught on like to everybody. But
is that not her name? I thought
her
she was
name
known as Big Ari.
Her name is Ariane Curry. And so one day I was listening to her live and she said like Big Ari, big checks, something like that. And I was like, okay, Big Ari. And I just went. And that's people call her that because of that.
Yeah. Because that's all I know her as.
Yeah. And that's like, I don't know. And then I was in the car and I saw my face come across the phone. And I was like, is that me? And I was like, oh, she's talking about me. And she was like, she has so much to say. She talked about my unit. She talked about she started to have lip gloss. She said this and then. I was like, I'm a grown woman. I don't wear baby hairs. And if you put out a lipstick line, I'll wear your lip gloss. Like, I'll wear it. Put it out, And so I think people really thought that I was going to take the other route. But that's not even me, I don't know these people. I don't have time to do all that kind of stuff. So I was like, she put me on there. There's people to look at her page every day. So she really helped me by trying to hurt me. So it worked out for me.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Her mess turned into a message. You have over 100,000 followers, millions of views on TikToks.
Yeah.
And I like how you say like you don't really even feed into the drama, because I think that's what a lot of people do on social media. Like if somebody says something negative, they'll go arguing back and forth with people.
Absolutely.
But with so many followers, I could see how you just really can't, get into that. So do you get paid from TikTok?
I do not get paid from TikTok yet because of the new way I'm doing it. And honestly, I probably really need to really look into my messages that they're sending me. But my YouTube and everything that I do with BNY, yes, that's really good. That's doing really good too. So then that's how I started. And my partner just mentioned it to me and he was like, let's just do a page. And I was like, okay, I'll talk about stuff. I don't have a problem with it. And then so it just went from one thing to the next. And it has been great though. And I'm here. So it has been wonderful.
Yeah, all it takes is that one video to go viral. And they'll be on. So we're gonna back up. I like how you say you wrote a book before, but it's just kind of in your cave. You haven't published it. You wrote it when you were going through a divorce, and I did the same exact thing. I went through a divorce and I wrote a book, and like my mom has been back and forth editing it for me for years, and I just haven't published it yet.
You have the best editor. You have the absolute best editor in the world.
I know. Oh, she commented. She said, "So proud of you, Millicent."
Oh, thank you, Miss Watson. Thank you.
Yeah, that's so amazing. Mom, I know you're listening. She said that when she sent her book to her publisher, they sent it back, and she only had to make like 8 corrections out of the whole.
That's it, Miss Watson. That was it. They were like, "This is so well written." I was like, I know. Yeah, but it was though. I took my time with it. I mean, and it was so funny that when I got the book bag, like if you notice in the book, the quotations are in italics, and I was like, "What is going on with this? Like, why don't we have quotation marks? Are we not doing quotation marks?" But
I don't know. People change stuff every day. I can barely
Yeah,
help my child with her math homework, and she's in the fourth grade just because of how they change stuff so much.
I know.
Yeah. So let's kind of dig into the book
Okay,
because the book does get a little spicy. So
it
just know,
does.
just kind of it starts off around PG-13, but it ends
It
at like
does. And,
TVMA.
and you know what? And that was on purpose. All of that was on purpose. The book, my aunt actually called me today. She was like, "How did you get the name for? How did you get the title?" Um, my friend has a daughter. Her name is Carrington, and
Mm,
when my daughter was little, like her middle name is Elise, right? So she
mhm.
changed her name to Rose. Like she was like 4. She was like, "I'm Lillian Rose." Like she just went by that. So I love that, and that's why we have the last name Rose. So those two things, and then the title "Rose in the Wind" is because of the way the book was written. Because she was looking for something, she was just
Mhm.
out there, and in A Rose Without a Thorn, that's the second book in the 3-part series.
Mm.
Um, you'll see why she was such a rose in the wind. Um, you'll see why she was such a rose in the wind. But yeah, I was like, when I was writing it, and I think I was thinking about everything that goes on in our world and everything, and I was like, people don't love anymore, and it's just so
Mhm.
hard to get. It's just so hard. And I was like, I just wanted to put something out there to give people hope, to let people
Mhm.
know, look, I don't have to accept this. I can go out and find exactly what it is that I want, and I can be my happiest self. Because at the end of the day, that's exactly what you want.
Mhm.
And I was like, let me just write something. I don't want to write anything like I don't want anybody to be hurt. I don't want anything like that. I just wanted complete love. So I'm coming from the core of me is love. So that's exactly where I'm coming from. So that's how I came up with it. And when it says redeeming love, romance, and happiness, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, because Clarence is definitely happy at the end of this book. So I'm really curious to see what's going to happen in part two. So when does that come out? When does part two come out?
I actually spoke to my publisher today, and if those of you who are watching, I have finished the second part. I finished the second part of the book, the second part of the series. I'm not going to say because I am not playing. I know my audience, and if I put something out there, so
They
we're
waiting.
just going to shoot for early 2023. I'll say that.
Yes, we'll definitely be on the lookout. You'll have to come back on so we can discuss, part
Yeah,
two of the book as
yeah.
well. So I did see, like, are you doing some type of virtual book club? Is there something you can kind of tell the audience
Um,
about?
next Thursday, we're gonna do a Zoom, like pajamas, wine, and rose in the wind. So we're gonna do a Zoom next Thursday night, and we're just having a discussion because they've been wanting to talk about it. I've been wanting to talk about it. I was so glad when you said this. I was like, I'm ready to talk about it. So they want to talk about it. So I was like, we'll do that regardless if you have the book or whatever. We can have a discussion about it because I think it needs to be discussed.
Absolutely.
And I think I really realized it the other day. I was like, it's a really good book. So you should go get it. It's really good.
It really is. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have asked you to come on here. So
I believe it.
yeah, but I really do like it. So I know you said you travel for work. So how is that? How is that managing like being a mom and traveling, like work-life balance? How do you do it?
It's really hard. Like, I had to make a decision to do it like in 2000. I started traveling in 2018 and my daughter was younger. And, but I did it I didn't want to leave. I did it for her because, I did it for her.
Right.
And it has really helped. Like my mother always said, get a job where you can be off with your kids in the summer. I'm always off with her in the summer. I'm always off for holidays. Her birthday is December 26th, so I'm always there for her birthday. So traveling is good. It is hard, like as a mother, you have guilt all the time. It's the hardest job in the world. It is the hardest job you'll ever have. But we FaceTime. I talk to her teachers on FaceTime. And whatever it is, whatever, she can always call me. I work late, so she can always call me if she needs me. I'm always up or whatever. So it has been difficult, but it has been nice too, because I do like being home with her for the holidays, and I do like being home with her in the summer. And hopefully all that it could end soon with all this.
Yeah, you just never know. I don't think people really understand how hard motherhood is, just like parenthood in general. So for you to be able to be a mom and continue to make these videos, because even when I'm making content for real estate, like you really have to set aside time to create this content and put it out there and just, hope it gets the feedback that you want from it. So I commend you for that, for being able to balance all of that and, do it effortlessly.
It's hard. I crashed, I think the other day. Like I had so much stuff to do and I couldn't get it all together. And I was like I'm kind of organized. I have chaos organization. So when I couldn't get that together, I just went to bed. I was like, it's time to go to bed. It's time to lay down. And so once I got a good nap in, I was okay. I was okay. But yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing it. And then coming with that, like I know when I first started this, I had to like go on the neighborhood talk. I had to go in the shade room. I had to just go Google and stuff like that. I wake up now and all of my work for the day is in my phone. Like I'm just literally picking what I want to talk about because people have sent, I have the best people that are around me. I don't like to call them followers. I just feel like they are, they call themselves the Millichun, and we're amazing. We are worldwide. I got them some shirts made. Like it's amazing. And the support is amazing. I don't know if she's watching. This one girl, Crystal, her name is Crystal, and she's just like in the very beginning of this for me, she was like in my corner. Like I was like, what is she saying? Because I was like, she's saying something I don't see. Like, okay, And as I went and then like people like her are just everywhere for me. And I love that. Like I've had the best support ever. Like I didn't even know. Somebody asked me one time, it was like, you didn't even know you had a village like this. And I was like, I did not. And I appreciate them so much. It is. They are a village. I love them. They are amazing.
Oh yeah, I see them in the comments. Like when I'm reading the comments in the videos, like they have your back. Nothing else.
They really do. They really do. Yes. I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, but it has been so nice. It's been really nice.
That's good. Has it gotten to the point where you like go out and people are like, are you that blogger?
Oh, actually, yes. I had last year, I was in Indiana and I was at the nail shop and I was sitting there and there was a lady and she had a distinctive color of yellow on. And I was like, what is, I was like, that's like a Sigma Gamma Rho yellow. And I was like, okay. And so then she came up and she was a Sigma Gamma Rho. And I was like, oh, she is a Sigma Gamma Rho. I didn't think anything of it. I had my nails right here. She was like, are you Millichun? I was like, oh my God. Yes, I was like, and I was like, you have no idea how long I waited for somebody to ask me that. And when I was in Orlando this year, it was just amazing. Like, I didn't even realize. I knew Sora's watched me and stuff like that, but I didn't know. And then it was like Sora's in my chapter after our meeting was over and we had got back home. One Sora called me. She was like, Millichun? I said, yeah. Girl. She was like, I was standing right next to you. I was like, girl, come on. Yes. It's me. But it has really been amazing. It really has. It really has. Mm-hmm. And like I went on a book tour. That was great. That was really great. The love from that was amazing. So this whole ride is great for me. I love it. And I enjoy the people that's on it with me. So it can't be bad.
No, it can. And you might not want to answer this. And if you don't, just say, I don't want to answer that. But just for knowledge, for people that don't know you and that may be listening, how old are you? Because I feel like some people feel like they have to, obtain a success when they're so young, not knowing that it could happen at any time and just take off.
I'm 49.
Really? So, you don't like it?
I know. Yeah, and I think it was. So I said something. I was 49 in a group one day, and they could not believe it. So I was like, "Oh gosh!" I was thinking about what I could do for my 50th, and I wanted to really include everyone that's been on this ride with me. So at first, I had thought about a cruise, and then I don't know. I was like, I got to think of something because I really do want to incorporate them. That's a big moment, and regardless where I'm blessed to be, I would love for them to be with me in some type of way because I couldn't get here by myself without God and these fantastic people. There's no way I could be here. So I would love to include them at that moment in my life. So I'm still thinking about that.
Yeah, think about it. Let me know. I love good cruise.
And I have so many great supporters. Like it's just really been amazing. And coming up soon, let me just go on and plug it. Nosy Bystanders TV. I have my own channel, and it's on Nosy Bystanders TV on Roku. You can get it. You can download it, search it on your Roku TV if you have a Fire Stick. And I posted a website for it also, but I'll be posting it again soon because it's going to launch October 31st.
Oh, wow. So what's going to be on it? Is it just like you doing the same thing you kind of do on TikTok?
It's me doing some of the same stuff I do on TikTok, but then it's me like today. Oh my God. Like I didn't forget, but I had kind of double booked and I had another interview like around this time. I was like, oh my God, we cannot do this because I can't. But I did 2 interviews. So my first story is going to be Bell Collective, the women from that show in Jackson, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. So I did 2 interviews today and I'll do 1 next week. So you'll see that at length. Mm-hmm. And then I think I'm going on into the Chrisleys after that. And so it'll be things that people are talking about that I could just go a little deeper in. Mm-hmm. So I'll be on Tuesdays at 8:00 Eastern, 7:00 Central. So it's called A Minute with Millichun.
Oh, nice. So how long are the series or the episodes?
We're just doing an hour a week. And it's a network. It's like a Nosy Bystanders TV network. So
how did this opportunity come about? Did they just reach out to you?
They did. It was really they reached out to me because they was like, if we do something like this, they were like, we have to have Millichun on here. And I was like, that is so amazing. So I'm really grateful for that. I really, that lets me know that I'm doing it right, Mm-hmm. And it's something that people really want to see. And I got a gift today from this little girl. She's 10 years old. Her name is Aaliyah. And her mom was like, "You're the only creator that I allow my daughter to watch." Because I don't do a lot of cursing and all that
Right.
saucy talk, because my baby would probably pop in on a live. My niece would definitely pop in on one of my lives, and she keeps me in check. So, so I was like, no, I can't do that. I don't have to do all of that. And I had, it was kind of, I don't know what it was. It wasn't that I wasn't going to do it, but you know, like when you watch all the people on TikTok and Instagram and stuff, it's like, oh my God, you know, I got to be in hair and I got to be in makeup all the time. And it was one day, I can't think of what the story was, but it was one day and it was something that I had to get out real quick. And I was like, let me just wash my face and go, let me just put this on. I don't have time. And after that, is you get what you get. You don't throw a fit.
Get what you do, don't put your fits.
Girl, because it's like, I mean, I don't have a problem getting it together, but I pride myself on being authentically me. Like every laugh, every word, if it's right or wrong, made up, it's me, you know. And because I tell them all the time, I said, if you sit here and watch me here, or if you come into this house, this is exactly what you're going to get. It's not going to be different.
Yes, and what I do like about your content, like you said, is very clean and it's never messy. It's just always just like your opinion. You're telling us what's going on, and
Yeah, absolutely.
and you don't see that a lot because now a lot of days, you know, mess sells. People like drama sells, but yours is like
Right.
really authentic, really clean content. And
It
I'm
is.
really
Yeah.
happy for you. I'm really excited
Thank
about what's going
you.
to happen for you in the future. So, what are your plans? Like, besides the second book, what else do you have planned? Let's say in the next 5 years. What are some of your goals?
Oh, in the next 5 years, I will definitely have the third book out in the series, and it will be called The Perfect Petal, and it will be over, hopefully. Unless they need a novel, that I'll be writing another book. But within the 3 years, the three books will be done. That's
Mhm.
definite. And hopefully, prayerfully, with the Roku TV, hopefully that does what it needs to do. And you know, and I really, really hope. I was talking to my publisher today, and she was like, "Your book is really good." She said, "Don't be surprised if it's not picked up." You know, she was like, "Because I feel like it's picked up." So that's what I'm hoping on. That's my 5-year plan. That Netflix or Kerry Washington or somebody picks this up, and then that's it. I can just sit in the chair and tell them what to do.
Oh yeah, well, cast me for a role. Hey,
You'll
I'll
be
get
the
it.
perfect Gabby. You'll be perfect, Gabby. Perfect. Gabby,
I'll
that would be
do
perfect for you. I love it. I would love that. It would be perfect.
it. But we're gonna speak it into existence because when people come on my
Yeah.
podcast and they talk about what they want to do, it has been happening. Like
You know
some,
what? It is. It has been happening. And I've had friends who have just said it, spoke it, and I'll be
Mhm.
like, you know what, you're right. That happened. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm going to go with it because this is what it is. It has really been happening. I think last year about March or April, when I reached, I don't know how many followers I had at the time. And I realized people had really started. I knew that people were following me and all that kind of stuff, and we were talking and lives and stuff. And then I was like, okay, and I just prayed. I was like, God, I just want you to put your hands in it. Just put your hands in it, and whatever. And I'm going to walk it. Just I'm going to take it step by step. And honestly, it has been fantastic. It has been easier than I thought. I always am waiting for something to happen, but when something happens, it's really the best thing ever. Because with Nosy Bystander TV, like I never saw that coming. And the creators are simply amazing. I posted all of them in my story today. and we have cooks, we have chefs, and we have like chefs, and then we have chefs who can do like your quick 30-minute meal chefs. And then we have sports. We have a sports section. We have a fitness section. We have a sex therapist. Then we have me doing what I do. We have Christy. She does like all the go-to tea. We have crime stories. It's amazing. It is
Yes, I have
literally
one whole series, and I'm gonna download it so I can watch it. You said this premieres October 31st.
October 31st is when it will launch.
Yes, super excited.
Yeah, so you
And
get your
so
Roku
cool.
TV, get your Fire Sticks, and I'll have the website there. You can just log on and go through anything and watch whatever you want to see that day. We just got to figure out when it's all going to be on. It's going to be really amazing. And I think it really hit me last night when I saw that in 2022, 18 plus Black creators have created a network for the people. And I was like, I'm a part of that. So that was really big for me. That was really big for me. Like I didn't, 2 years ago when I'm making TikToks with my baby and my niece, I had no idea I'd be right. It's crazy. It was not that. Oh yeah.
So that was never your goal. It just happened. So you didn't create a TikTok like, hey, I'm creating this so I can, hopefully.
No, I actually would have my daughter to just text me the TikToks because I wasn't even on TikTok. And I didn't get on TikTok until I think right after 2019.
And I just recently got on it. I've been sleeping on TikTok, but since I have gotten on it and been more active, that's literally where all of my real estate clients come from. Like social media.
And you're so good on your TikToks. I love your TikToks too.
Thank you.
Yes. Y'all, whoever's listening, like Crispin is like she's my homegirl for real. Like, not that we're from Mississippi, we're from Grenada, Mississippi. We went to church. We were the same church. I remember, like, oh my God, Crispin, I remember it wasn't you. It was Chris. It was your sister. And your mom and dad came over and brought her over. I remember my daddy holding her. And I was like, I can see that right now. I remember that. So yes, we go back a long time. So yeah, we have been on each other forever, and I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you. I said I had to get her on this podcast before she gets, too famous. Then she'll charge me like $1,000.
No. People say that all the time. It's like, oh my God, like, because one of my friends had told me happy birthday, and they were like, Millichun? And I'm just Millicent, so it's like, yeah, girl. She was like, she hot out here in these social media streets. And I was like, but I know it's a good hot. I'm not worried about my name or anything like that. I know I'm not out here because I don't come from a place of meanness. I don't have time to mean, because some people can get on one thing and stay on it forever. Even like with Big Ari, like, I coined her that. People call her that. But I really want her to win because she's in a bad situation. So she's in a bad situation. So I hate it.
Created, but yeah.
I hate to see it. So I just talk about it. So I talk about it and a lot of people were like, I said something about her. I made a post. They were like, oh, we knew y'all were friends. Oh, we knew this is like, no, I don't know her. She literally has me blocked. Like, she will not unblock me. I asked to be unblocked, but she won't. So
what was it that made her block you? What did you say?
I said something about her and Martell, girl. I was like, girl, he's always gonna come back or something. I said, and he's never gonna leave. Like, he's never gonna marry her because he's not gonna marry her. I was like, he's never gonna marry her. Blah blah blah. I don't know. And then girl, he blocked me.
Marcel?
Yes.
No way.
I was like, and then, girl, today, not today, but the other day, when everything came out about Cynthia Hill, Cynthia Bailey,
Mm.
I went on her page. I did a story about it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, Cynthia's taking everything down." And then
Block.
somebody has sent me like her page. It was like, "No, her page is up." I was like, "Did Cynthia block me? Why would she block me?" And then I thought about it. And then I thought about it. And I didn't say anything that was wrong. I think that the truth just really was too much. And it was,
Mm.
I think the truth was too much for her. And I had said, I was like, you know, she thought she was different. And she's not. She's just not. Like, he's gonna do what he's gonna do. I'm not meaning it in a bad way. And as we see what's going on, you know, they separated, and then he has women hanging off of him at a football party. So
Right.
she wasn't different. You know, I hate it. I hate because she really loved him.
Mm.
And she probably still does. So I mean, it is
Yeah,
what it is.
you hit a soft spot with that one.
We've all been there. I don't say anything that I don't think that I've been through or anybody close to me. You know, I've been hurt. I've been, you know, or whatever. Yeah. I don't say anything that I don't know that I have gone through. I'll say that. I don't do it with friends or anything like that. When I talk about it, I don't talk about anything that I haven't been through or I know about. So yeah, I mean, it was just the truth. That's all it was.
Clearly made her block you. So at least you know that your content is getting out there to people with like a bigger following and things like that. So I'm waiting on the day I see you on the Shade Room.
Robin Dixon blocked me too. I know. I was talking about her and one. No, I know. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. I was like, girl, I couldn't believe it. She was at somebody's wedding. I was like, girl, I thought this was your wedding. I was like, oh my God, Robin. But that's okay. Giselle Giselle hadn't blocked me yet, so we're good.
I'm getting blocked, but that's a good thing. At least you're getting out there.
I guess.
They know who you are. So
yeah. But it has been real. That's been fun.
Definitely. But I'm super excited about just like what all you're going to do in the future. I know it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to, revisit this like a year from now just to see what all has transpired.
Yes. And I will be working and praying towards that because I want to I always keep this with me, like whatever you are doing, if you're in the same place a year later, you haven't been blessed. And so I look back on last year and I know last year I was just making sounds on TikTok, like just sounds, not even reviewing anything. And like I said, I'm here today on a podcast being interviewed on a TV network. So the blessings, I'm doing something right.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I go back to when you said that, you prayed about it, you asked God to put his hands in it. And I just feel like whatever we do, we lay at the feet of God. He will always bless it, especially if he knows like our intentions are pure. He knows that we're coming from a good place. He will always bless it. So I'm going to start adding that. See, I've been adding that in my prayers. I ask God to bless my business, but I'm going to say specifically, God, put your hands in it.
Because I said that specifically. I said, if this is what is meant for me to do, put your hands in this and I'm going to follow exactly what it is. And honestly, ever since I prayed that prayer, I was at work and I prayed that prayer. I'll never forget it. And it was like from that moment, I think I did a Coach Diana post, and I looked at it today. Somebody liked it today. That was in March or April. It has 2 million views. Like that day is when I did that post. I remember that, and I was like, I'm here for it.
Right.
I'm
Like
here
you
for
never
it.
would have thought. You
I
never would
never
have
would have
thought.
thought, but each step of the way, each step of the way has been fantastic. So I never see it, and then when it shows up, I'm just here for it, and I accept it, I receive it. So that's how I'm walking in it.
Yeah, I feel like people are attracted to people that are very authentic and genuine. Because I can tell in your videos, like you're not trying to be anyone else. You're just being you. Like you
No.
said, you'll come on there with no makeup on. Like, let me tell
Yep,
y'all this.
with a
Get this
bonnet.
out.
I have a bonnet on, girl. I go live with my hair wrapped up in a minute. Like it doesn't make a difference. Like, and I have yeah, because it's like I can't be anybody else. I just it's
Mhm.
too hard, and it's a lot being me. So just getting me out is great. So it helps. But I mean, I never would, because that's what I'm saying. Like it was a little intimidating because I was
Mhm.
like, you gotta do like I gotta buy makeup, I gotta do my hair all the time, I gotta have outfits on. So I was like, once it got to the point where it was like a Millichun thing for real, I would have made me some t-shirts. So that's what I wear on all. Hey y'all, it's your girl Millichun, like the Millie crew. Yeah. I was like, I don't have time.
I love it. It's such a movement. You got to do like some meet and greets so your people can,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I had talked to someone from Houston. So when I get back to Texas and my daughter is having her Sweet 16 in December, either before or after that, I'm going to have a little meet and greet in Houston. I had a meet and greet and a book signing in Dallas, in Atlanta, and in Charlotte. So those were fantastic.
Yeah,
And
I saw them on social media. I was like, wow, like she's really
yeah.
traveling on a book tour. She's doing
Yeah,
it.
it was. I was like the audacity, right? Like, come on here, talk about this book. But yeah,
That is
it was just, and it was so good because people came out, and it was like one particular lady. She came out in Charlotte. She brought me like a suitcase, and I always wear, like, when I do something made up, I wear a signature red lip. I wear Riri Woo, right? So I'm still
mhm.
holding on to it. She went and found me some Riri Woo, and I was like, this is so fantastic. Like, I was almost out of my lipstick. And it was like she had so much in there. She had mirrors, she had eye masks, she had lipstick, she had everything that I needed, for whatever. And it has just been phenomenal. So that Charlotte was great. Atlanta was great. Dallas is great. But I'm looking for more. But I plan on going to Houston and doing some stuff like that. So it's been
Come
really
to
good. I've enjoyed
Birmingham.
everybody. Huh?
Come to Birmingham.
Oh yes, girl. Huntsville, definitely Huntsville.
Yay.
I don't know how they want me in these Huntsville streets. But I went to A&M. I went to A&M with them, so they just gotta get out their feelings. They gotta get out their feelings, and I'm going straight to black. I'm going straight to black, straight to Marceau, straight to Tisha. I'm on my way. And it was so crazy. When I was there for homecoming last year, I actually went to black. I took pictures with Maurice and Kimmy, and I was like, and Jalen. And it wasn't even this. Like, I don't think I've really ever made a video about them. But
They
oops.
see you now. They going the other way.
So it's just insane, I'm not the worst. I'll say that. I am not the worst person.
I just think what it is, your content, you say it with so much passion. And I don't even think you try to be funny in those videos, but sometimes they're so funny to me.
I don't try to be funny. I be dead serious. Like, it's crazy. Like, some of that stuff is so crazy to me. Like, I could not believe that they do that. And like, even when I'll say this too. Like, one of my friends, he was like, when he puts a video out, he'll take it down if he doesn't get what he feels like he needs to get. And I was like, you got to keep the video up. And some people, not him, but some people take real offense to a lot of stuff.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They get upset when like the people that we talk about, they get upset, and then the people get upset. Like I was like, well, you don't know these people.
This is social media.
It's social media. It's gonna be somebody next week on a TV show gonna come out. We're gonna like them or we're not. So we moving right on. Like it just keeps going. But I try to pride myself on being honest and being who I am and just giving my opinion. And I will go live and I will, talk like, what do y'all think about this? Is this something you do? And I could talk about what the people are saying, but sometimes I agree with the people, but but yeah, I mean, I don't try. I mean, it really, sometimes this stuff blows my mind, and I know it comes off like that. And I look back at some of the stuff. It is funny because I will laugh at myself. I will.
What about Cynthia Bailey blocking you? I was in here hollering because you were like so serious. You were like, I know why she blocked me. And I just like fell out. So y'all have to, if y'all don't follow her on TikTok and on social media, y'all gotta follow her.
Like, well, I appreciate that, Crispin. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, I've got to come to Huntsville though. I have to.
Absolutely. Let me know.
I will. I'll let you know. I will let you know. You're not that far away, but I got to though. I've got to come to Huntsville. I got to go on out there to Black and check on my A&M people.
Maybe you can do like a book signing at Black.
Oh, you think Marcel would let me do that? I could call him and ask him that.
You should.
Yeah, I'm like, Marcel. I know you might be a little mad at me, but let's make it work for both of us.
I said personal, but
let's make it work for both of us. It'll work.
But it's the internet. I mean, everybody has an opinion, so
absolutely.
And I think people just take it so serious from you because of the following you have. So I guess they just get offended.
Because I just, like, people watch that stuff. They watch it. They love it. I love it. Like, I wanted to actually work on the radio and do the 5 o'clock ride home and just talk about TV all your ride home. That's all I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do something like this. I knew it. But at that time, we had none of these platforms. I think Facebook was all we had. And I wasn't thinking about doing that. So once all this had come out, I was like, and then people are making their life, they're making their living, their livelihood is on the phone.
Absolutely.
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. So you just gotta work it, get in, and you have to be consistent. I made a post about that the other day. Like, consistency is the only way that you're gonna get these results. And I know I need to sleep more. I know I need to probably work out a whole lot more and stuff like that. But it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just that in the beginning, like when you are trying to get it done and you're trying to put yourself in a certain place, you have to work it. You have to be consistent, and you have to have a hunger. You have to be determined, and that's just where I am right now. And excuse me, I know there was someone that had called me because she wanted to help me with my brand, and she had all these ideas and stuff, and I was like, "This is cute." But I'm serious. I said, like I'm one person for real. Like on here, I'm the same. But when it comes to me going where I need to go, if you're not serious, then do not come this way. Like I will figure it out as I go. But if it's someone that's going to help, if somebody that wants to do this, then do that. But at this point, like I put a lot of work into this. I have lost a lot of sleep. Even when I'm home with my child, I'm like, babe, let me do this video or whatever. And I have to get stuff done so I can take time out to just be a mom or just be a friend or just be me. So it is a lot. I will say it's a lot. And a 3-minute video takes almost an hour. It really does. You know that. You know, it
Yeah,
takes
like
a lot. People,
edited and
yeah,
yeah.
people see the results, but you know, because it was like one day I was like, if I just put this phone down, just put this phone down and just don't pick it back up, you know, it would be over. And that's how I think about this. It could
Mhm.
be over in a second. So I try to be as humble and as honest and as authentic and as I can. So, you know, I want it to be long lasting and I want it to go somewhere. So I would just say if it's something you're trying to do, if you put a video up and it doesn't do what it needs to do, put another video up. Put it up
Yeah.
again. The same one up. Change your hashtags. Change at the people. Do whatever you have to do to get yours in the FYP to get it. Just get it in there.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people do get discouraged. Like if it's not getting the views, they'll take it down. But like I've had a video, it didn't get, a lot of views, and then maybe like a month or two later, it just starts blowing up. I start getting a lot
Right.
of followers. So you just gotta be consistent and stop worrying about the numbers. Just be
You
authentic.
cannot worry about that. And I've never ever worried about the numbers. I've always done this because I enjoy doing it.
Mhm.
Because even when I got my 1,000 people on TikTok and I could go live, I had like 2 people in there. And they just stay in there long. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll come back, and then and then I had like a couple more people, and I was like, oh, so these 20 people stayed. I was like, what y'all doing? So I would start making my lunch and stuff, and then it went from 20 to 70, from 70 to 150, and then 150 to 200. So it was like it just gradually grew,
Mhm.
and it was just it was amazing. So I didn't see it, but I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm here for it.
Definitely.
I am.
It takes time, and this is just the beginning. So just imagine
It
what's
is.
going to happen like years from now. I'm gonna have you back on here and like, y'all, she had 1 million followers now.
Yes.
So.
And one thing about it, like I know, like the book is always going to be out there. So that's Millicent R. Baker is always going to be here no matter what. If people pick it up in 20 years, 50 years, it'll always be here. So
Most definitely. So where can people purchase the book?
you can purchase the book on Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com, BooksAMillion.com. Right now, that's where it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. And then I make orders throughout, I've had people that wanted their book signed. So I do make order. I just made an order for 10 books. So well, actually now it's 7 because my aunt says she's buying 2. And I'm keeping one for myself. Because it's like every time I get ready to sit down and get into it for real, somebody, I have one more. And somebody's like, oh, I want a book. So I just get up and I just send it out. So I got one. I'm going to just mark it up and it's going to be mine.
Like,
So, yeah.
most definitely. Well, it's been amazing, Millicent. I really appreciate you coming on, taking time out of your busy schedule
Absolutely.
to do this with me.
Absolutely, Crispin. I've so enjoyed this. This has been wonderful. And I'll come back, girl. I will come right back and we'll go. I don't know. You might have to be my makeup artist, girl. You don't know where it's gonna go.
Yes, I got you. I
You don't know what we got. You don't know what we got to do.
Maybe I can get a Big Ari to come on, and we can all be on here at one
Girl.
time.
Oh, that would be a dream if you could get Big Ari to come on. And girl, that would be. She probably hang up, but I'll be so.
You click out so fast.
Hey, Big Ari, it's your girl Millichun. She would probably fall out, girl. And it was so funny because she had made a post and she had come to TikTok, right? So I scurry on over there to TikTok, blocked.
Like, girl, you just got here. You went out of your way.
Yeah, Ari not playing with me, but it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, this has been wonderful, and I really appreciate it so much.
Yes, I appreciate you coming on. So you guys make sure you follow Millichun and also grab her book. The second one is coming out early 2023. So you definitely want to have this one read so you can, keep on with the cycle here. It's really good, like I told you.
And the way it's written, you're gonna have to have all three to follow along. Like it's woven with each other.
It is, because at the end, I'm like, wait, I gotta see what's happening when she go back to work.
Because you won't get that. That's not. I will say this. That's not what you're gonna get in book 2. You're not gonna get that yet.
We're not gonna get it.
But what you're gonna get is gonna be amazing. And book 2 and book 1 is gonna be in there. It's gonna be in there. So it's coming. You will all find out what is gonna go on Monday morning. It'll be in a perfect. It'll be in a perfect pedal.
Yes.
So, as soon as I finished a rose without a thorn, as soon as I finished it, I started making bullet points for perfect pedal. So, I know I need to just slow down. I need to slow down, and I will. But yes, Rose in the Wind. Y'all get the. It is good. It's a really good book. Just if my mother's listening, just not after chapter 4. Just read chapter 4 and stop.
Yes, for my saints. Chapter 4.
Yeah, for the saints. Yes, definitely for the saints.
Put it down after chapter 4 now.
Oh my gosh. Oh goodness.
Gets a little grown. So
it's still grown, but it's something that happens.
Yeah.
I did a lot of I did research on it, because I will say this about it. When I got ready to write it, I didn't want anyone from New York, Chicago, Miami, California. I wanted a place where it's West Virginia. It's actually a town, Morgantown is actually there. It's actually 19 miles from Fairmont, West Virginia. So, because I wanted to make sure, because in the book, when she moves from Missouri to West Virginia, she moves because she's the only one that's not really held down by anything, or any, she doesn't have kids or anything like that. So when she moved, she didn't want to move home, but she wanted to be close to home. So Fairmont was exactly what she needed.
Yeah, so she don't have kids yet, because the way this ended.
But it's so crazy, because I just really thought about. I really, really thought about it, and I will say this in book number 2. In Rose in the Wind, she's in Missouri, right? So I was thinking about St. Louis. I was like, oh, she'll be from St. Louis. She'll be in St. Louis. But I was like, we were on our way to work, and we had come through Sikeston, Missouri. And I was like, take me through Sikeston. Take me through this. And I went through that city, and all I could think about was Carrington and how she lives her life and everything she's been through. And I was like, she would die here. Like, she would not be able to make it here. It's like one street that has everything on it.
Oh, wow.
And so I was like, it just felt like I just put myself in her place, like for a minute, And I was like, oh no, she would not be okay here. So book number 2 is going to be different from book number 1, but you're going to enjoy it as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Millicent. It's been a pleasure. Like, we've been on here an hour, and it doesn't even seem like it.
I know. It has been so great. And I thank you for asking me to come, Crispin.
Absolutely. So you guys, make sure you follow her, tune in, get the book. So many wonderful things are coming her way. And I just love when people come on my podcast, so I can, 2 years from now, be like, oh, she was on my podcast. I don't remember.
Yeah. I'll be right back, girl. Don't worry about it. I'll be right back. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye, you guys.